I just heard the illest, man. The illest, yo. You wouldn't believe it. What? What is it? I'm just, I'm, what is it? I'm just saying, no, this could be between you and I, bro. But somebody told me your name ain't Cannon, yo. Your name ain't Cannon or Magnum. Your name is David. Who told you that? Man, they lying. They lying. Who told you that? I did. Your name is David. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another exciting episode of Busted Open. Busted It Open since 2007, and today we'll be reviewing Star Wars The Black Series, Star Wars The Mandalorian, Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon came on the scene, and I mean, wow, it was great to see one of my favorite actors, Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro, let me pronounce it right, Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito as well. See, for one thing, he brings whatever character he portrays, he brings a certain sense of style, charisma, and just everything to that character. His style, charisma, intellect. I love the way he spews his dialogue, his art. He's very articulate. So it was a no-brainer for me to get this action figure, and the role that he portrayed as Moff Gideon in the Mandalorian series was just phenomenal. Now, Star Wars Black Series has been blowing my mind since they came out with these 6-inch figures. And again, along with the G.I. Joe Classifieds, I wasn't going to start collecting these until I got one in hand. And again, these figures, I try to tell everybody, if you're a fan of Star Wars, when they're inside of the package, they don't look that well. But once you take them out of the package, they're absolutely beautiful. So let's go into the package of this guy right here. Let me bring this a little bit closer right here. And it says Star Wars Black Series. We got down at the bottom the Mandalorian, Moff Gideon, Star Wars logo on the side, Black Series, nice yellow stripe. Now, what you can do, got a nice some box art on the back right here, and a little bit of his bio right there that says Star Wars Black Series, Moff Gideon. Imperial Moff Gideon is fiercely determined to capture a specific quarry, clever and formidable. Gideon values power and knowledge. And yes, you can see that within his character. If you have not watched The Mandalorian, you are missing a treat. It was very, very good. You see like a nice TIE fighter back there. You see Moff Gideon. You see Giancarlo Esposito looking great over there. It's in a nice window box. And what you can do, although I don't have another package because most of these I've already opened, you can line these up together on like side to side, parallel to each other, and get like a nice collage of these of the characters right there. So I mean, like, yeah, you got a nice window at the top, some mumbo jumbo at the bottom, all the like legal countries, so on and so forth. This is for age. Does it give an age? Yeah, age 4 and plus. Warning hazard. Hasbro logo right there. There you go. Moff Gideon down there. I think I covered everything on the box. So what we're going to do is bust open the package and see if Moff Gideon is worth the scratch. Man, I'm happy I got this figure, bro. All right, and here we have the accessories and we have the figure outside of the package, and he looks great. He looks absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I looked him over before I took him out the pack, and he has a lot of good detail on him. Even though he's done in like a 3-pattern color scheme, He looks great. So as for accessories, he has a nice vinyl cape right here. And it's made out of a soft vinyl right here. And it has a plug right here that you can plug into his back. And let's see, if you get a little bit closer, not that much, you know, not that much paint going on here, but it's a nice even paint. I don't see any bleeding on the sides. It has a nice looking stitching look to it on the sides. I'm glad that they did not go with a soft good for this, because this right here, I kind of like this. Sometimes I like, usually more times than not, I don't like soft goods on figures because they either wear out or they don't look right on them. I'd rather them use plastic or vinyl to represent maybe like a cape or whatever, something that should be flowing. And this looks good right here. It looks good. You got some nice ruffles going on right there. Over here, you have the fabled and now within the possession of Moff Gideon, well, no longer in the possession of Moff Gideon, the Darksaber, and it looks actually really good right here. If you can see real good, it looks real good. There's a lot of sculpting that went into this. If you look at the handle, they're sculpting in the handles, and look very closely. There's a 2-pattern color scheme going on within the blade right here. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Again, in the hilt of the hilt of the blade and the handle, you can see all sorts of sculpting going on right there. This looks good. I thought it was just going to be just a black piece of plastic, and it's not. Again, these Star Wars figures, they just surprise you. You know, especially if you're a Star Wars fan, they always surprise you. Over here, we have the DT. I think, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. This looks like a DT-29. I'm not sure, but at the same token, you can see there's a scope on there. You got like some rivets going on in where the muzzle is right here, so you can get some muzzle flash action, pretend to rather. Great sculpting within the gun. If you look real good along the handle, you can see like some sculpting. Pardon me, my mitts are getting in the way of the light. But, and you know, you got the trigger right there. No trigger within there, but I mean, it's a laser pistol. Not that, you know, 1-pattern color scheme is made out of a solid plastic. There you go. Now, moving right along, we got to get to my man right here. You know who we got to get to. Mr. Moff Gideon himself, and this right here looks absolutely amazing. If you can see, his face looks great. Look at that. That face sculpt is very, very good. This 3D technology, 3D printing technology that they're using, you can look at the photo realize, looks great. Now the mustache, I think they should have done that. The mustache should have been done in maybe like a less glossier color, but I love the way they did his face. His hair looks good. It looks like Moff Gideon. It really does look like Moff Gideon. You can see like there's the shiny protective blaster plate, or like the laser blaster plate that most of the, not only the TIE fighter pilots wear, but like some of the other like you'll see like stormtroopers wear this bit of armor right here. The armor on the shoulders look good. Got a nice line going down the side of the arm. Got some sculpting within the forearms right there. Got some nice sculpting in the belt and everything. Got a nice little decal and deco going on right there. A raised decal too. Like this is sculpted right here, and it's been painted. Painted very well, as a matter of fact, if you ask me. Along the sides, you got like the gun holster, go down to the boots. The boots look absolutely amazing. You can see their straps going all the way up and down, which is pretty much TV show accurate. Loving this nice red stripe along the side of the leg right here. The wrinkles in the pants look great. Got some nice textures going on within the skirt, or like the lower half of the coat or jacket that he's wearing. I mean, this guy looks really, really good, but that face sculpt, man, this looks just like him. Now along the back is a little bit funky and stuff like that. I would say like along right here, but I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Side profile looks absolutely amazing. This looks like my man right here. Good goodness, they did a great job. And you can see that sculpting within the vest as well. He looks very, very good. They did a great job on this guy right here. Everything is looking good on him. I mean, like, I'm very satisfied with this figure. Looks absolutely amazing. Looks amazing. And you can fit the accessories inside of his like, let me see. You can fit the accessories right inside of his gun holster right here. And they fit in very snug too. Pardon me. Boom. Boom. I'm loving the gloves. They have cut gloves that they have going on right here. If you look, there's a little bit of textures going on along the fingers and everything like that. No, pretty much some sculpting rather. It looks like he got on like some brass knuckle gloves or some tactical gloves, but Star Wars version. And this figure looks great. Got some nice coloring right here going on along in the arm right there. The shoulder, or like the traps of the character, you can see like the little bit of red right there. Got some nice painting right here. They did a great job to where like you don't feel like you're just getting like they just blobbed it on there. They did it actually really good. And again, this black, the shoulder blot, like the chest guard, is pretty much done in a shinier plastic and stuff like that. And it's actually a separate piece, but it can't come off though. Don't think that it can come off. There's sculpting in the shoulder pads, as you can see right there. Nice rivets or nice textures going on the straps of the shoulder of the chest plate. Got a hole in the back, and that is for the cape right here. And this cape plugs in pretty good. Let me see. Let me get this in there like so. Boom. You got to give it a little push. Give it a little push, it'll stay on. All right. Now the blade fits very good inside of his hand, as you can see. Boom. And this blade looks nice because it does have the white hue that the original, like the blade had in the Mandalorian series. If you look real good, hopefully you guys can see it. It's a white hue around the outer edge of the blade. So I mean, like, he looks great, man. He looks absolutely amazing. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can twist the head all the way around. Nothing's inhibited his range of motion. You can go down, back, lift it up a bit. It's on 2 ball joints right here within the neck, so you can get a lot of movement, range of motion going on. You got some ball joints going on within the shoulders. And now some of this kibble right here, his shoulder pads are going to keep you, along with the cape, are going to keep you from moving those arms all the way up, but you know how to move it around or whatever the case may be. He has a nice ab crunch, twist, ball in the waist. Everything is good. Nice leg split, even with him having the skirt. It has a nice leg split. Twist at the thigh. A single hinge knee, but it hides the joint. It looked like, now if you look at this, it looks like it doesn't even have a joint. That's how well they did it. So I don't mind the ball joint being right here, or the socket joint being along his knee. Any calf, there's no twisting, no twisting in the calf or anything, but you got some nice pivot and toe tilting going, like ankle rocker and tilting and pivoting within the ankle going on with this guy. I mean, it's absolutely great. They did a great, absolutely amazing job with this. And again, admire this head sculpt, for they did an excellent job. A little bit shiny in some spots, but you can take care of that with a little bit of acetone. Just be very careful that you don't take off, the paint. The eyes look amazing. I love the way they put the dark circles under his eyes, his chin. This, again, the 3D printing or the sculpt that they did for this looks amazing. Now, this cape right here, you have to make sure you plug it in. Give it a nice push, because I don't think I gave it a nice push. And it doesn't come off. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, I'm shaking him. It doesn't come off. But yeah, this guy looks great. He looks absolutely amazing. He looks amazing. They did a great job. Great job. And again, I know a lot of people aren't Star Wars fans, but I love Star Wars. Love Star Wars. So yeah, man, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And on the bottom of his feet, you got the numbers down there. Got some nice sculpt, some sculpting within the feet, so it doesn't look that bad. It looks really good. And what I like is that they have him height accurate as well. But I'm loving this belt going along his waist right here. Has a very good Imperial look to him. This guy looks good. Now the cape, you might have to mess around with it, or maybe, customize it a little bit, do some customization with it to get it to lay on him correctly. It's kind of odd how they went with to plug it in his back versus just having it come around or something like that. Now I understand, his cape did pretty much drape off of the back of the chest guard, but I don't know. And I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, he has a nice pivot in the wrist, twist and pivot in the wrist, somewhat. All right, nice. No bicep swivel, but he has he has a ball joint going on in the elbow right here, so it pretty much makes up for the bicep swivel. Do I mind? No, because you can still get some funky poses going on right there. But again, the red lines, what needed to be on this character is on this character, so it looks very, very good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some pictures and I'll be back with you guys. Okay. So as a whole, I think this is an absolutely beautiful figure, and he's coming in at about, let's see, 6 inches. No, a little bit less than 6 inches. He's a little, like a hair shorter than 6 inches. But I mean, like, the likeness to this character is absolutely phenomenal. They did a great job. He looks great. He is a direct character representation of the Mandalorian. I don't know what else to tell you, but I mean, like, again, these Black Series figures are phenomenal. I mean, like, they're great. They are absolutely great. And I'm not disappointed with the way that I started collecting these guys. Now, most of all, I really like these boots right here. Look at these boots. Let me bring them a little bit closer. These boots look great. And I love that he is short as well, too, because that's I mean, Giancarlo Esposito is not that tall. Here he is next to a cannon fodder. Our new mascot, we gave him a name. We called him David. And here he is next to angry stereotype black man. You look like, you know, you got $5 and I know I could beat you up for $5. Here he is next to my man, the main man. You know who I'm gonna put him next to. You get your knives check. And he looks great, man. He looks great. But I mean, like, as a whole, this guy is absolutely amazing. And if you didn't know, Giancarlo Esposito has been in a plethora of films. His filmography spans well over 100 films and TV shows. I think he made his debut back in the day, back in Guiding Light, when I know I wasn't even born then, but you know, like, I would see him in reruns of stuff. I remember him being in Malcolm X. I remember him being in so many different films. I am so happy that he finally has been immortalized in a figure as such. Sad that it just had to be Star Wars, but I mean, like, hey, it's Star Wars, so that's even better. But I mean, like, check if you really like this guy, check out his films, check out the movies he's been in, TV shows. He was in Breaking Bad, GUS, you know what I mean? He's been in a lot of stuff. He's one of those actors that are well known, but I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. And here he is with the pistol in his hand. And again, I don't know if I told you guys, but the elbow, let me bring this closer. The elbow is done on it's on a ball joint. You know, it's not double hinged or anything like that, nor is the knees or anything, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This I really like. Only problem I have is the cape right here, because the cape is a little bit funky. But I can always either glue that down or give it some heat to it and make it stay on. Now, no, it won't come off. It won't come off, but I just don't like the way it just sits like that, you know. But as a whole, this guy looks great. It looks great. So, I mean, like, with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. All right? And remember, if you buy a toy, what you do? Bust it open. The child. I want the child.